A very good morning to you all children. Hope the things are going well and welcome back to today's session of biology video class. In this session you are going to learn something new, that is measuring and using numbers. So what is measuring and what is using numbers for the scientist? Okay, so before I start the topic, let me give a quick recap for the previous class, what we have learned. So in the previous class, we have learnt about writing. So writing creates a way for others to understand what the scientists are investigating about. So when we read something, we need to write that, put it on the paper to understand it well. It also enhances our thinking ability and to do the investigation further. Not only that, this writing helps other people to understand what the scientists are investigating about, and it helps the other scientists to continue their research on the same investigation, on the same thing. So, in this way, writing creates a way to others to find out the new ones. And there are different ways of writing. The first one is informative writing. Children, what is this informative writing, children? In this informative writing, the scientists explain each and every detail about their investigation. So, in this informative writing, they write about their observations, inferences and conclusions about what they are investigating. So, in this method, they completely explain the way of doing an experiment. So the second one is narrative writing. So in the narrative writing, the complete investigation is explained in the form of a story. It is written in the form of a story. Expressive writing. So in this expressive writing, the scientists use their skills to express the investigation in the form of poems and songs. That is what we call as expressive writing. And the last one is persuasive writing. In the persuasive writing, they write letters about important issues they are investigating with. So in this mode, they need to explain. They want to explain the total investigation by writing the letters to others. So in this way, the other people, the future generations also come to know about the investigations of the ancient people or the ancient scientists. So this is all about writing, and this is what we have learned in the previous class. Now let us learn about measurement. So what is this measurement? For example, when you are doing a maths problem, you need to take the measurements accurately. If not, the total sum is going to be wrong. So the measurement must be accurate, correct. So the scientists also use this measurement in different ways. Scientists make accurate measurements as they gather data. So while they are gathering data, they collect accurate information about that thing. So they continuously make measurements to get an accurate result, to get the correct prediction of their investigation. So they use different measuring instruments such as thermometer, clocks, timers, rulers, a spring scale and balance. So if they want to, suppose a chemist is working in a laboratory, suppose. So this chemist need to find out the temperature of the boiling solution. So he need to keep the laboratory thermometer in that boiling tube. So in this way, he need to predict the temperature for the boiling solution. So here the instrument that the scientist using is the thermometer. That chemist uses the thermometer to find out the temperature of the boiling solution. So not only this thermometer, there are several other instruments. So after reaching the certain boiling point, he removes the boiling tube from the tripod stand. So this is how a chemist works with the thermometer. So in the same way, scientists use the measuring instruments for different purposes and in different ways. He uses thermometers, clocks, timers, rulers, a spring scale and a balance. All these are the different instruments used by a scientist in his laboratory to investigate something, to make a new discovery. They use beakers and other containers to measure liquids. For example, if he need to take a solution, he measures the solution with a measuring instrument, that is measuring cup and beaker. So measuring cup or else beaker is used to measure the liquids. There it is written as 100 ml, 50 ml, 75 ml, like that it is written on the beaker, so that he can take the solution accurately, correctly he can take the solution. So this is how thermometer, measuring jar and common balance is used for measuring different things. Now using numbers. So how he uses numbers? So numbers are also used in the investigation method. So while measuring something, there must be a number. So how he uses number? How the scientists use the numbers? Scientists use numbers when they collect and display their data. So when they want to display their data, they exhibit that in the form of numbers. Using numbers to show results in their investigations exhibits the skills of scientists during their experimentation. So when he uses the numbers, it not only tells about the data, it also tells about the skills of the scientist, how he is expressing the data. See here, the nicest fruit. So here you can observe a bar graph. So in this bar graph, so it is a bar graph related to the nicest fruit. That means the tastiest fruit. See, number of people. See here, on the vertical axis it is written 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That means the number of people who are eating the fruit. And here on the horizontal axis you can see apple, orange, banana, kiwi fruit, blueberry, grapes. So among all the fruits, blueberry forms the major one. That means this fruit is eaten by most of the people. That means 38 members are eating the blueberry fruit. So in this way their investigation is exhibited in the form of a bar graph. So here he is using numbers to exhibit the data. That means here blueberry fruit is eaten by 38 people, 38 members. So this bar graph represents which is the nicest fruit among all the fruits like apple, orange, banana, kiwi fruit, blueberry and grapes. Among all these fruits, blueberry is the nicest fruit according to the survey. So when a survey is done, so the scientists represent their data in the form of numbers. So in the form of numbers they can represent the data like this. So this is one way of using numbers. So different ways of using numbers. So what are the different ways they use the numbers? Interpreting data. The first way of using numbers is interpreting data. This is nothing but explaining the data, what they have collected. See, scientists use, collect, organize, display and interpret data as they do investigations. So for every investigation they do, they need to give a clear explanation to that investigation. So that may be in the form of writing and that may be in the form of numbers. So they want to display the total investigation in the form of writing and numbers. So these numbers are used for interpreting data. That means explaining the data they have collected. They usually choose a way to display data that helps others to understand what they have learned. So this usually, the people usually they choose a way to explain their data. So that helps others to understand what they have learned. So during their journey, during their investigation, scientists always they learn something. So they want to explain that data to the future generations, to other people. So in this way, they need to explain the total investigation to other people by using writing or else the numbers. Tables, charts and graphs are good way to display the data. So in the previous example, I gave you a table. So in that table, in that bar graph, you have seen that what is the nicest fruit. So the numbers, using numbers for interpreting data, for explaining data, maybe in the form of tables, maybe in the form of charts, maybe in the form of graphs. So these are the good ways of representing the data. So here you can see one more chart. So here it represents the population and number of literates and literacy rate in the different states in India. So, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Chandigarh, Uttaranchal, Haryana, Delhi and Rajasthan are taken as the states in this table. So, in these states, what is the population? Who are the number of literates? and what is the literacy rate is shown in the form of a table. So the data which one had collected is represented in the form of table here. So this is one way of explaining the data of what they have learned. So already learnt information is exhibited in the form of tables, charts and graphs. This is one method of using numbers. Another method of using numbers is using number sense. See children, so while we are investigating something, we must use our math skills to investigate something. That means if we want to do any prediction, so we must use numbers. We must use our math skills. Okay. So scientists, they always try to use their math skills to express their talent for the other people. First they should know what they are using numbers for. Okay, if they are using numbers, they need to know for what they are using numbers. They show numbers on graphs, scales, thermometers, measuring cups, beakers and other tools. So, if they want to find out the percentage of some chemical in a tablet, they need to take a measurement. Okay, so for that they use numbers. Okay, so definitely the scientists always they use their math skills to express their data and to express their skills, not only for expressing the data, to express their skills and talent in the method of investigation. So here are some tools of measuring instruments like scales, thermometers and beakers. So measuring jar. Okay, these are some of the measuring tools which are used by the scientist in the investigation process. Okay, so this is how the people the scientists use the measurement and using numbers in their investigation. Hope you understood this video. I'll meet you in the next class with the safety in the science. Okay, until then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.